Let's bring in former New Jersey Superior Court judge and Newsmax senior judicial analyst and contributor, Judge Andrew Napolitano. It's Friday. That means the judge is in the house. We love having
happy
you here.
Friday to you.
Happy Friday.
Affinity's avoiding me again.
He's avoiding you again.
All right, Rob.
Not good.
Sleep late.
All right, give us your reaction to his divorce attorney's testimony this week.
The problem with that is one of expectation. The defense told the judge, we have a star witness who's going to destroy the government's argument, and he didn't. Either he had a lapse in memory or he's shading his testimony to help his former client. It just didn't come off the way the people seeking the ouster of Fani Willis and Nathan Wade said it would come off. I do not think the judge is going to exclude her from the case. But
really?
I do think the case and her reputation have been irretrievably damaged. And she should, as lawyers should do, when their presence in a case is going to harm the interests of the client. Who's her client? The county of Fulton, the millions of people that live there. She should take a step back from the case and let another team of prosecutors who work for her and work under her prosecute it. She should not set foot in that courtroom because she's toxic. She should not appear before the jury. And the judge should rule today and end all this pretrial stuff. Donald Trump and the others have the right to proceed to trial in an orderly manner, and the state has the right to proceed to trial in an orderly manner. And whether these motions to exclude her and Mr. Wade were properly made or not, it's decision time, Your Honor, and it should come today at the end of oral argument.
Yeah, they're having their final arguments today. This has been dragging out for some time now.
It's become a soap opera.
It has become. And after watching all the testimony between Fani Willis, Nathan Wade, and now his divorce attorney, Terrence Bradley, and now we're seeing the text message between Terrence Bradley and Ashley Merchant, there seems to be a lot here, but you're saying you don't think, with everything we've seen, everything we've heard, you don't think the judge will remove her from this?
I don't. I do think the judge may file some ethics charges against them. I'm not sure that all three of them were, let's say, brutally honest on the witness stand. I can't second guess what's in their heads, but there's enough there from which ethics investigators to say you were less than fully truthful. I will tell you from having been there, nothing turns off a judge more than when a lawyer is not being truthful to that judge. You never forget it every time that lawyer appears before you.
Yeah, I think we'll hear a lot more of this as the months move on. So the Supreme Court dealing Donald Trump a potential big win. This from Axios, quote, the justices agreed Wednesday to decide whether Trump enjoys total immunity from prosecution. The timing of that decision likely means a trial over Trump's role in January 6th won't begin, much less end, before the election. What did you make of the Supreme Court decided to take this up?
So I think that John Roberts, the Chief Justice, very carefully crafted the one question that the justices want to answer in order to get all 9 of them to agree. There was obviously some disagreement, or they would have ruled right away. And that question doesn't ask, does he have total immunity? It asks if he has immunity for acts that were official conduct when he was president. The answer to that is yes. He has immunity for acts that were official conduct. The government claims that his behavior on January 6th was not official conduct. Who decides if it's official or not? A jury. How does a jury make that decision? At a jury trial. So I think either way, there's going to be a jury trial on this, unless he's elected president, in which case his Department of Justice will ask that the case be withdrawn, which may seem unfair to the people that want him prosecuted, but that's our system. The president's the chief law enforcement officer of the land. He's not going to prosecute himself, let's face it.
So 9 justices, how do you think they rule on this?
I think it'll be an overwhelming majority in favor of the proposition that the president, a former president, enjoys immunity for official acts engaged in while president. But again, was whatever he did on January 6th official, or was it to aid his candidacy? Judges can't decide that. Only jurors can, because it's a question of fact, not law. That's what we have juries for.